it's Stacy with As a Tea Brews. Today I wanted to share my Empties basket with you. These are empties from mostly probably December. I think there's some stragglers from November. Honestly, I haven't had a whole lot of empties because I worked for a really long time to finish stuff up that I didn't love, that was in my stash. And then I've kind of been ordering new stuff the last few months, and mostly I've been drinking new stuff instead of finishing things off. So I do have some in here though. So let's get started and I'll tell you a little bit about each one. So the first empty I have, I actually don't have it to show you, but hopefully I can insert a picture so you can see what it looks like. But if you've been watching my videos, you've probably seen the David's Tea Matcha Advent Calendar that we worked our way through in December. And with the exception of the last couple of days, we drank all those matchas in that calendar. And so that would be an empties for us. But I actually packed it away in our Christmas stuff because I thought maybe I'll reuse it and make an advent calendar out of it another time. And so I packed it away and it's in storage right now, and so I don't have it to show you. But that is my first empties. And then we also did another advent calendar. We did the Burton Blend, and pretty much I just drank those teas. The ones that I haven't finished all of them, and there was only 12, but the ones that I did drink, I saved those packages, so I will show you. Okay, so the first thing in here is Chocolate Rocket by David's Tea, and this one is no longer available, but this is a mate, and it had a nice chocolate raspberry flavor, and it was very good. But they do not offer it anymore. I also want to tell you guys, I'm currently sipping on, it's a sample size from Monarch Tea House, and this is raspberry cream green tea. And I brewed a cup of this earlier, and then I got busy and forgot about it and left it in there for a couple of hours, and I tasted it, and it was obviously oversteeped because green tea you should only steep for a couple of minutes. It wasn't horribly bitter, but bitter enough where I just dumped that one, and then I just made myself a fresh cup. So I have only just taken a sip of this one. And it's a very nice, kind of sweet, a little bit fruity tea, and this is actually quite delicious. It's green tea with pineapple cubes, apple cubes flavoring, freeze-dried whole raspberries, freeze-dried raspberry pieces, and white cornflower blossoms. And so far, I'm really enjoying this tea. So that is what I'm sipping on. The next empty I have is Pumpkin Chai by David's Tea. And this is a tea that I just refilled my tin with. And a while back, I had bought a whole bunch of these on super sale, like $2 or $3 a bag. And I enjoy this tea. Mostly, I like it with brown sugar and milk. But this is a good tea and it's very popular. To me, it doesn't really taste like a spicy chai blend. It's kind of its own unique flavor, but it's very popular with the David's Tea fans. The next empty I have 2 bags of Candy Cane Crush, and these I dumped into a tin. I am still drinking these. I enjoy this tea immensely when I am in the mood for something very pepperminty. With a little bit of caffeine. It's a nice tea. It also makes a very good latte. Okay, I have 2 empty bags of Digestive by David's Tea, and this is one of my must-have teas. I always have this tea on hand, and if I run out, I have to place an order because I drink this one usually several times a week at night, and my husband likes this one, and my girls like this one, and so this is a very popular tea in our household. Okay, the next empty I have is Baby Spice by Burton Blend, and this is one that I had bought a couple bags of, not this past fall, but the fall before. It's a very nice pumpkin-y, spicy flavor, non-caffeinated tea, and I like this one quite a bit. I steeped this one for about 10 minutes, and I've also made it as a latte, and it was actually very good as a latte. I never did that until just this last season, and I was surprised by how good it was. It was really yummy. Okay, most of these that are left are smaller bags. So I have 2 samples, empty samples from Old Barrel Tea Company. One is Banana Bread Coffee Pu'er. This is one of my top 10 favorite teas. I love this tea. And the other one is Apple Empanada, which is a honey bush tea. And while that was a nice, enjoyable tea, I don't think it's one that I'm necessarily going to order for myself and have a big tin of, but it was a nice tea as well. I've got some random tea bags of samples I think that I had gotten in here. This is a Joy tea bag from Tivana, an old one. This is a really nice tea. I think it's a blend of black and green. Black or green, let's see. Black tea, green tea, oolong, natural flavors, marigold petals. And this is just a really nice, well-rounded tea. I like this one. This is a sample from the tea spot, Boulder Breakfast. And while I don't drink a lot of black breakfast blends, this one was really nice, surprisingly. I liked this one a lot. It had a hint of chocolate in it. It was black tea with pu'er and chocolate, and it was very good. Somebody commented that they have that they subscribe to that tea and they have it every morning, and I can definitely see why, because it was delicious. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I was trying to use a few random tea bags. This one is ginger turmeric. I don't know if that'll show up, from Trader Joe's, and this is just a tea bag, empty tea bag. I like that tea a lot. Okay, I have this little packet of, it's like an instant coffee. It says 2-in-1 black coffee, instant coffee with Ganoderma and ginseng extract, and my neighbor gave me this a while ago, and I've got several packets still, and it says it's mostly caffeine free, and so sometimes in the afternoon I'll have one of those. Peach Tranquility from Tivana. This is just one that I had in my stash. I don't think I have any more of those. I liked that tea. Here is a red, white, and U tea, and this is one that somebody had sent me to try. It was one of their favorite teas, and I can't remember who sent it, but it was very good. It's from Clipper Tea. And then the rest look like my Burton Blend Advent Calendar teas. So in those videos, I did tell you about the teas that I drank, I believe. But just really quickly, Mrs. Claus's Raspberry Prosecco, fruity black tea. I think that one would be really good iced. Eggnog tea. This is not one of my favorite blends from Burton Blend, but a lot of people like that one a lot. Fairy Tale of New York. This is a very delicious decaffeinated Irish cream flavoring tea, and I believe it's a rooibos, so it's caffeine free. Gingerbread Chai. This is another rooibos. I like this tea a lot as well. I have had both of those before, actually all of those. This one was a new one to me, Poppin' Christmas Sweet and Salty, and I thought this was a really nice green tea with kind of that toasted rice flavor. It reminded me a little bit of a Genmaicha. And then I have, and I ripped the name off of this one, I think this one was Buck's Fizz from Burton Blend. These are all Burton Blend. You can't see the name on there because I ripped it off. But this one was the first one I opened. It was the last one in the calendar, and I actually really liked this one. It was very orangey and flavorful, and it was very good. And then Hazelnut Rocher. This is a really nice black and chocolate tea, and I mentioned in my video, my advent calendar video, that it says it has a splash of gold and that I couldn't see it because I couldn't see into the tea bag, and I said if I had loose tea I might have been able to see it. Well, after the video, when I was still finishing my cup of tea, I could see the slight shimmering on the surface of the tea, and I think that that's what they meant by the touch of gold, with a sparkle of gold. So it was really actually pretty. It was kind of a shimmery little tea. I'm not sure exactly what's in it that gives it that look, but this is a delicious tea also. So those are the empties that I have from the last month, or plus a little bit more than that. I didn't really have very many empties, I think, in October and November, so I kind of just threw them all into here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you have finished off in the last month, or what you're working on finishing. I haven't decided what my goals are going to be in terms of finishing off teas for the next year, so let me know if you guys have any of those goals in mind for yourselves. And other than that, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.